everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, I just was texting with my doctor friend to share with her the news about my nose. So, first I would like to tell you thank you for your understanding of not having a video yesterday. I do want to tell you that I am solidified in the fact that the day I take chemotherapy, I'm great until the afternoon. And then the afternoon, for 24 hours, it seems like I'm just incapacitated. And if that's the way it's going to be, I don't really mind, because then I can actually plan some things, or at least tentatively plan some things, knowing that I'm going to have good afternoons and, not good mornings another day. I think that I can plan my vlogs, because I can vlog in the morning on chemo day and vlog in the afternoon on the day after chemo day. Right now it is the afternoon. It is 4:35. So we're not going to have a coffee chat. We're going to have a, hey, how's it going? Catch up. So I am laying down because we had physical therapy today. She came and we went outside. It was like 78 degrees on, and I was sweating. Actually came in and worked on the kitchen then. I'll tell you about all that. But when I peeled my workout clothes off, I was like, peeled them off. I was like, I need a shower. So there was a lot of activity today. Let's just put it that way. That's why my hair is like, who did it? And Rand came back and did it again. Because on days when I can, like, I feel like I need to give my body a bath, I know that I can't always wash my hair because it's so fine and dry that washing it too many times in a week will make it just like brittle and fall out. So worse than it does. Anyhow, so the physical therapist is really happy with my progress. And I said, because I do these exercises, like, it's not to my surprise, because I know who I am, but it's to many people's surprises, especially my size and my diagnoses, that I do my exercises when I'm told to, because nobody wants me to be in this bed any less than I do. Now, like I said, I had my brace on. I have on my Fry Life t-shirt today, which says on the back it says, yes, you can. No, it says, just do it. No, it says, what does it say on the back? Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. I know this. Yes, you can. Yeah, I think that's what it doesn't say yes, you can. It says, you can do it. Hold on, and I have to, this is going to bother me, so give me a second. I remember it says you got this. I don't remember, I had to look it up, and I don't know why. As soon as I saw the top word, and I was like, oh yes, what word does it start with? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just that my brain is like, I actually will tell you about what we missed. What'd you miss yesterday? So yesterday I didn't vlog because I was not feeling good. And I didn't plan it properly. Well, it's not that I didn't plan it properly. I didn't pay attention to how I wasn't feeling in the morning. So in the morning yesterday, we had all these plans to do things around the house. And really, Jimmy wasn't really up to snuff. So I kept like waiting and kind of like wasting my energy. I did my therapy. I did my in-bed exercises, then I did my stand-up exercises. I didn't go out to the kitchen and do those counter exercises, but I did them here at my walker. And by the time he was done, the chemo had kicked in, and I was just, nope, can't do nothing. Fell asleep for a couple of hours, slept again. Great last night. I actually got an alert on my phone that's like, you've met your sleep goal for the day. I was like, yeah, because it's chemo day. Woke up at 4:30 to pee, and then just couldn't go back to sleep right away. I tried all these different things, and then I ended up falling asleep about 7:30. So like for like 3 hours I was up, and just didn't feel good. Like, put on a movie to like fall asleep to. I ended up watching the whole movie, and then put on another movie to fall asleep to. Just movies that I've seen thousands of times. I watch. Usually, like, I put on Harry Potter and I'm asleep before, they go to the zoo. Or right after they go to the zoo, or they come home from the zoo. That's usually when I'm asleep. I usually say before Hagrid gets there, But today, or this morning, I ended up watching the whole thing. and then started Temple Grandin. So I just realized that I don't have this on, and sometimes my volume is a little off. So if you haven't seen Temple Grandin, I highly recommend it. It was a made for HBO movie with Claire Danes. Temple Grandin is an autistic. She's got Asperger's syndrome, and she's very brilliant. She sees things like other people can't. She's a professor at Colorado University, last I heard. When the film was finished, that's what she was teaching. Anyhow, so I like to watch that too. I've seen that so many times. Like, I think the movie's got to be 10 years old already, and I must have seen it, I don't know, thousands of times, if not more. Anyhow, so I felt like yesterday was like I wasted the day of energy because Jim was, like I said, having a rough start his morning. There were so many things I just wanted to get done around here, and it just didn't happen. Like, on Wednesday we went to the ENT. So my oncologist recommended an ENT, ear, nose, and throat specialist, to help maybe outside of the box thinking for the mucositis. When we were talking about everything that comes out of my nose, I think I've told you guys this before, that these mucositis, when it started in my mouth, it really inflamed what was going on in my nose, really made it like extra. You know, these used to be just normal allergy induced or rhinitis type of thing. Like, it used to be like a normal allergy nose. I'm slightly allergic to all inhalants and some other airborne things. So I get a lot of like really unusual amounts of mucus. And they're usual for me, they're just not unusual for everybody else. Well, when the mucositis, of course, that's a mucous membrane, so it affected that as well. And I ended up having to clean my nose out with a blunt end tweezer. I'm not telling you this to gross you out. I'm telling you this because if this ever happens to you, this is just an idea. Talk to your doctor and see if this is something you can do. So she said to me, she put her scope up my nose, and she said, "Oh, you have a perforated septum." And I was like, "Huh?" And she said, "Oh, the hole between your nostrils is not supposed to be there." And I was like, "Oh, okay. How long has it been there?" She said. I was like, "I don't know." She said, "Maybe could be from the chemotherapy." And I was like, "Okay, maybe." And I said, I asked my sister about it. My sister seemed like it was just like, okay, it was normal. But I found out later that she was just agreeing with me. So she said, "Well, do you notice a whistle when you breathe?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "When did you first notice that?" I said, "When I was 7. So I really don't know how long it's been there. I want to lie. I'm not saying that it wasn't like this big my whole life. It could have been. It could be. We just took pictures of it. I know not everybody wants to see up my nose, but we just took pictures of it. And I was like, that looks like pictures that I've always taken of my nose. Like, whenever I would have a pimple, I would take pictures up my nose. Or, I know it's... Sorry, guys. Whenever I would have nosebleeds that wouldn't stop, I would look to see if it was not like... Sometimes you get like... Some like you just hit a blood vessel with all the medicines, makes your nose real thin and sensitive. But sometimes you actually like have a pimple or a cyst that's actually like burst and it won't stop bleeding. So sometimes I just take a look up there, you know, when it's really congested, and to see if there's any stoppage or whatever. And my sister said, "Do you use a neti pot?" And I was like, "Alicia, I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot." And she's like, "That's probably why, because you have a hole in your nose." So, needless to say, it's a very interesting situation. I think that when I had my sleep apnea, before we realized it was allergy induced, the fact that I had to wear a full face mask because the nose, it would just blow out my mouth. Like, they give you a nose mask, and the nose mask just because I'm a nose breather, so that, you know, it would push the air out of my mouth. So I had to wear a full thing. It was just like this whole thing. So she gave me 3 new medications, 2 from my mouth and 1 from my nose, which I'm really happy about. She also said to start using the saline more if I need to, because it's real dry up there. She said the reason it's gotten really dry up there is because you kind of created like a wind tunnel, and, you know, it just goes in one nostril and out the other. She also said this could be the leading to why I'm tearing as much as I am with my mouth pain. She said if your tears usually drain into your nose, and if they have nowhere to go, they're going to come out, because if I'm that dry and congested up there, then they'll just come out my nose. So I had gone to an ENT once before because I had a salivary gland issue, and he never looked up my nose or in my ears even. Like, she did good exams. She looked in my ears, and she's like, okay, we can clean some of that out. And she looked up my nose and in my throat and my mouth. And so she also gave me, one medicine she gave me is for me to do a swish and swallow or swish and spit. And it's going to help coat my mouth from acidic foods and stuff like that, to help it heal, because every time I eat something that irritates it, it's really actually like making it worse. And the other thing she gave me was for when I'm in actively bad treatment. You guys remember when I had to like brush my teeth with a Q-tip? This is stuff they give people who have oral surgery, so it actually helps with the oral hygiene when you can't brush your teeth properly, which is kind of like awesome. Because now I can brush with a baby toothbrush, but a kid's toothbrush kind of irritates it. I used that finger toothbrush the other day, and it didn't really feel like I got clean. So I'm just going to stick to the baby toothbrush, my little Barbie toothbrush. I think I'm going to stick to until I can find an actual infant one. You know, I found it basically it's a toddler toothbrush, but it's soft, and the bristles are kind of small. So I'm gonna use that. I also asked her about a toothpaste that's not gritty, because I don't think I even mentioned it to you guys that the grit even in toothpaste hurts. And she looked up, you know, toothpastes without pumice in them. And I said, I didn't even know they had pumice in toothpaste. I thought it was baking soda or whatever. I have to go. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. So, the toothpaste, like she said, try Sensodyne. She's like, it might be less gritty. And I was like, okay, but Sensodyne isn't cheap. I think I'm just going to stick to the gritty toothpaste until I can't tolerate it anymore. Excuse me one second. Yes, sir.
I thought I had this in the bag that I got you.
From where?
Walmart.
Honey, thank you. Come here, get a hug. They don't have Christmas ornaments out already, do they?
No, that was actually by the back to school stuff.
Oh, thank you. Did you open the Amazon stuff?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Jim just surprised me with this. How cool is that? No, I just was wondering if you did figure out what it was, so.
What was?
The Amazon stuff.
No, I didn't.
Okay, no problem. I'm almost done here, and then I'm going to call Lisa back.
Okay.
So if you want to, you could just tell me what it is or whatever, okay?
Okay.
All right, sorry, guys. That was very sweet. So, he ran to Walmart to get me a pill crusher because the doctor said that she's giving me this one medication, and it's like $35 for the pills and like $200 and something for the liquid. So she's like, you crush the pills and you can gargle with them. She's like, it will be gritty. Don't get me wrong. And it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But for right now, you know, it is what it is. I did my first one before. Actually, so I went to her Wednesday. She called in the prescriptions, but we had some insurance problems. Again, it's just so much stuff, you know. But we got it worked out, and then we got the prescriptions yesterday, and then I went to go take them yesterday, and I realized I had all these questions for her. So I messaged her on the portal, and I got a message back today stating all the answers. And she's like, those were good questions. Because I basically asked, so there's a mouth rinse, and there's the pill that I have to gargle with, and then I have my magic mouthwash. And I asked, can they all be done at the same time? Should they all be done at the same time? Do they have any interactions? Do they have to be spread apart? And she said, no, but it's a great question. I also asked her how much water to mix the pill with. Because that was another thing. Like, do we want it in like a cup of water? Because I can't really gargle a cup of water, and I want to make sure I gargle the whole pill, right? So, and then the other thing was about the nose medicine. So I also got a nose medicine. It's Mu Pure Silk, yeah, that one. And I asked her, like, how should I do that before or after the nasal quart at night? I'm supposed to do it 3 times a day. That I have been doing since yesterday, because that's just put it on. But what I actually did was I put it on, did my nose spray. Like, I put it on the lunchtime, and then my nose spray, and then, like, I waited, like, a couple of hours to put it back on afterwards. But she said it can go on right after the nose spray, which is good. So, yeah. So the one that I'm going to do, I'm keeping for when I actually have trouble brushing my teeth. Right now I could still brush my teeth, which is great. But the one that I'm doing, the pills, is the one that we're hoping will heal my mouth. She said if this doesn't work, we can go to a topical steroid that I can gargle with. And hopefully that won't affect my blood sugar poorly. So my teeth feel kind of gritty. He's back. Oh, the planets.
Yep.
Yay. That's your Rocketbook.
Yep.
You gonna read about it? There's also YouTube videos and stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Love you.
Yep.
Jim likes to write notes down and keep a notebook, calendar, but he really needs a digital reminder. He needs somebody, a higher authority to remind him of stuff. So we got him a Rocketbook. They were on sale at Amazon for like $16. I guess a back to school sale, which is kind of cool. And if you don't know what a Rocketbook is, it's basically, it comes with a digital pen and it's a digital notepad. And then you take a picture with your phone of the page and it transcribes everything you wrote and it puts it onto your like device, onto your phone or your tablet. And then you can use it to like input, set alarms, and take notes and all that stuff. So hopefully this will work for him. I pray this works for him. So anyway, so that's really what you missed today after therapy. So the aide came over this morning. She helped me put some clothes away. She's allowed to do my laundry and make my food and stuff. So Jimmy had actually made my oatmeal this morning because I said I knew I had PT and I wanted to eat earlier, so I had the energy. And then the physical therapist came while the aide was here, so the aide made herself busy doing other stuff. And for my PT, we did really good. I walked outside. She was very impressed that I remembered how to go up and down the step. And I was like, oh, you could see me, go up and down the threshold. She's like, well, I didn't teach you that yet, but yeah, I'll do that, so she was very happy with my progress and with the work that I've done. She actually said, just how was your pain? And I said, well, we were doing these, lift myself up on my tippy toes at the counter or at my walker, and the back of my calves are burning, that lactic burn you get when you first start working out again. Used muscles that you didn't use for a while. And so she was like, we could just forego them. I was like, nah, because then they'll never get warmed up if you let them cool down between sessions. So I did them today, and I did a lot of chair exercises and stuff, and by the time I was done squatting, I had jelly legs, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit down now because I got jelly legs. She's like, well, don't fall. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna fall. I won't walk with jelly legs. I will rest with jelly legs. You guys get jelly legs sometimes? You're like, ooh, weak in the knees, right? But so I had another good workout. I'll see her again on Monday, hopefully. Monday Jim starts work, which is He's back at the college then because he didn't get any of the jobs he applied for. I was kind of sad about the deli because it was a New York style deli and he had a really good interview. We found out that they opened up. We were just waiting for him to get a call either way. That's one thing I don't like about some jobs around here is they don't call you and say we went another way or anything. They just don't ever hear from them again, which is kind of stinks bad. But so Jim starts work next week, which I'm really excited about. And let's see. Oh, yeah. So I said to him, I'm like, the 3 months from the radiation and 3 months from the last surgeon appointment, they'll both be in October. And I will get like x-rays and scans then. And then I'll find out then about, my brace. And then maybe we can do something for his birthday. Maybe we could take a van, an excursion, a van stealth camping trip or something for his birthday in October, just for like the weekend or whatever. So I hope. I pray every single day. Had a little bit of a meltdown last night. Yesterday was the 31st anniversary of my mother passing. Of course, being 52, it was sort of like, wow, she's, I've not known her. I've known her life without her way longer than I knew her with her. But yesterday was just especially emotional. I guess last year at this time, I wasn't quite sure that I had cancer. As you know, we just knew that there was a lesion. We didn't know what it was. Yeah. Like I said, I was especially emotional. It was extra. It was a little extra. Not gonna lie. Last night I did start to have a little bit of a pity party for myself, and I feel like with stage 4 renal cell carcinoma, I'm allowed to have a pity party for myself every once in a while. But it was really more about like that just not feeling good. I was really looking forward to having just a solid week of like no treatment, no brace, no walker, and obviously just being impatient with my body is all it is. I'm not there yet, but it just was disappointing and not really being able to just like live before I started treatment again. But I just felt the need to start treatment again. It just did. It was, to me, it was like a priority. I felt like I just felt like cancer was growing and I needed to not let it anymore, So it is what it is. I vlogged Tuesday afternoon, as you know. I'm vlogging right now. And hopefully tomorrow morning, if I'm still feeling good, I will voice over the vlogs that I already have. I have a couple of things that I did around the house that I wanted to share with you. And they just need voiceovers and editings and stuff like that. So hopefully I can get to that soon. But I'm starting to sound like I have froggy throats. The throat doesn't hurt. It just sounds a little hoarse, which is weird. The tongue, on the other hand, is still causing the lisp. The little, like, thing behind the roof of my mouth. But the swelling has gone down quite a bit. And she was pretty impressed with how my roof of my mouth looked. And I told her what it was compared to what it is like now. She's like, oh, I see that it saved your soft palate from. I was like, no.
Here is your reminder.
Sorry. I said, no, it's just better now. Like, it's a little better now. And I said, I knew when my mouth started to get better because more soft palate texture came to. And I was telling her it was just like one giant canker sore at one point. So, but she looked inside my cheeks and saw all those wounds. And I didn't really tell her about these like fatty nubs that we have inside our little mouths here, that they were so bad at one point. But I showed her pictures, so she wanted to see. I showed her everything. But that's it. So that's what you missed. You missed the ENT. You missed some new medications. So hopefully some new treatments that will work for my mouth. I have tried so many of your guys' suggestions of home treatments, and I've some medication treatments I presented to my doctors as things we could try. And I feel like nothing worked so far. So we'll just see what works next. I love you. I do. And you guys have no idea how much it means to me to have you in my corner. Because I feel like I can fight this fight with you all standing behind me. I feel like each one of you on days when I'm weak is holding onto my hand and helping me punch my way through this cancer. I don't know how else to describe it, because that's the image that comes to my mind. I have 1,000 little hands holding me just to get through and punch through all of this pain and misery and cancer and sickness, and just knock it all out. So thank you. Not only do I love you, but thank you. And if nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you guys so much. And thank you for letting me lay down and rest this afternoon, because I am tired. I am physically tired. And I appreciate it. I said to Jim, he's like, you gonna nap? I'm like, no, my brain is not tired at all. I said, I just can't, like, lift it over. It's just like that. So, but I appreciate you guys. I really do. Listen, as always, you take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and if you had trouble not finding my message about videos, if you don't see one from me, you can always check on the socials. I post it to Instagram, which shares it to Facebook and Twitter, as well as I post it on both YouTube channels, if I can feel well enough to remember to do that. So thank you. All right? Okay. And don't forget, you just click on my face, scroll over to the community page, and that's where the notification will be.